Lights go out around the track as the pace jeep pulls in on the infield as we get ready to go green flag racing this time by. Haynes and Dorson on row number 1. Here we go. Looking for the green flag. The green flag is out and the race is on. 12-lap feature event. Several cars. Jesse Mulick right in that group. Leroy Morrison on the inside trying to make a move. Trying to hang on. Blake Bland up there in the 23 car to spin down in turn number 1. Leland Clint with a spin down in turn number 1 at the start of the race. 50-50 tar with 6 feature victories. Shawnee Lanning got her second feature victory here just a couple of weeks ago, and it was Casey Burnett back on the 15th of June. Right now, Haynes on the inside of row number 1, Dorson to his right. Here we go, looking for the green flag as we come by. This time, the green flag is out and the race is back on. Jesse James Mulick with a big move on the outside. Leroy Morrison next to him, but it's Matt Dorson on the outside of Haynes, side by side for the lead. Here comes Brisbane inside the 50 car as well as a challenge for 4. Side by side for the lead out of turn number 4. Contact as Weidman gets a little out of shape, gone out of 4. He'll spin as it looks like Jared Weidman has spun down in turn number 4 in the 3W car. It dropped at $1 from the tenderloin to the chicken sandwich, so make sure you take advantage of that. Here we go. Matt Dorson, the Mad Dog, hits the gas, and we are back underway with 1 lap down and 11 to go. Big move by Haynes. Also the Jesse Mulick right in there in the second spot as they come down. Brisbane right in that group as well as they come out of turn number 3 and into turn number 4. Crossover move and trying to make a pass. The 3 car, the 9 car making a move there is Haynes. Cameron Haynes doing a great job there at the outside of Brisbane for second. Caution flag comes out for a spin down in turn number 4. With 10 laps to go, the E-Mods here at I-35 Speedway. 8th annual racing for Ryan 9th races presented by Metcalf Car Star. Here we go. Matt Dorson trying to hang on to another feature victory win here at I-35 Speedway. He's got a lot of hungry drivers behind him, including Haynes. Here we go. Green flag is out and we're underway. Morrison looking under Brisbane for the 3rd position. Haynes holding on to 2nd. Here comes Morrison inside of Brisbane for that 3rd position. Coming down out of turn number 2. Jesse Mulick right behind them in position number 5. Meanwhile, it's Mad Dog Matt Dorson showing the way with the lead as he comes out to complete lap number 3. Again, Morrison down to the inside of Brisbane, still side by side for 3rd. Now makes that move. Brisbane goes a little high. Mulick trying to make that move as well, coming up into the 4th position as Brisbane now battling for Mulick for the 4th or 5th position coming out of turn 4. The fans along the front stretch fence need to move away from the fence. Please move away from the fence. Dorson continues to show the way up front. Running down into turn number 2 with the high side. Haynes right there with them, following suit. Mulick up into the 3rd position. Here comes Morrison challenging behind Mulick. Morrison to the high side, Mulick to the inside. Again, Dorson showing the way in turn number 3. And a car at the banking in turn number 1. Taking a little run off the banking and joining back on the track there in turn number 2. Right in front of your leader, Matt Dorson. Dorson trying to negotiate the inside with the lap car as he comes down to the inside. He'll make the pass as he goes past the start-finish line. 55 of Ricky Bobby making an excursion off of that turn number 1 banking and then came back on the track right in front of your leader, Matt Dorson. And now a little push from the 09 of Haynes right in the groove as Ricky Bobby gets a push from the back end of his car from Haynes and gets moved out of the way. Mulek follows suit as well, goes inside of Bobby as well. Dorson, the high side, still showing the way. Matt Dorson, 6 feature wins here at I-35 Speedway. They'll have 2 laps to go this time by. Haynes and Mulek side by side for second coming out of turn number 2. So far, Haynes able to hang on. Ricky Bobby very slow down in turn number 2. Holding up Brisbane now as he tries to negotiate by. White flag for your leader. Again, that battle for second raging on to the high side. It's Haynes, the low side. It's Jesse James Mulek. Here comes your leader down out of turn number 3. Looking for the checkered flag and his 7th feature victory this year. Mad Dog Matt Dorson will get win number 7. Here's the battle for second. Who will it be? Haynes, followed by Jesse James Mulek. Leroy Morrison, Shawnee Lanning, Ross, Brisbane, as they cross the finish line. Bland, Bobby Lopez, and the rest of the group flashes by. How about a big hand for the driver of the 3D with his 7th feature win this year, Mad Dog Matt. Career feature victory back on June 15th, a couple of weeks ago. Ron Hill and she are in the points battle. Here they go. The green flag is out and the race is on. Ron Hill gets an early lead. Riley Fuller right there on his bumper as they come up on the inside. Oh, and the 18 comes high and hits the banking outside tractor tire wall outside of turn number 2. I think that may have been Wayne Brook. We'll wait for official word, but I believe it was the 18 car of Wayne Brook. And it looks like he's going to pull right back on the track. So officials had originally thrown. See how that strategy plays out. A lot of hungry drivers right behind him as well. Ron Hill up front looking for the green flag restart. A lot of times he'll go high then dive low. Let's see what Cody King does. Riley Fuller right there with him. Younce and the rest of the group. Here he comes out of turn number 4. Hits the gas and we are back underway. Dixon right in there with them. Cody King to the inside of Ron Hill. Nearly a 3-wide battle as they come out of turn 2. Dixon slows down and he's looks like he may have shut off in the 3 car going down the backstretch out of turn number 2. Meanwhile, up front, a side-by-side battle for the lead. Cody King looks inside of the 72, not able to get the pass and the... Everybody lined up behind Ron Hill. Cody King to the inside of row number 2. Riley Fuller to the outside of row number 2. A lot of hungry drivers back there trying to get a feature win tonight. Here we go. Green flag is out, and we are back underway. Cody King right behind Ron Hill going down to the inside. Riley Fuller takes the high side line. Here we come out of turn number 2. Everybody bunched up, and a couple of cars making contact. Big contact at the back of the field. Everybody continues on. No caution flag as we roll out of turn number 4. Oh, and 2 cars hit the wall. Third one is the 23 car upside down twice. 23 of Jason Carney with a big flip. He is moving around there in the car. Everybody, please stay away from the fence. Jason Carney here on the front stretch. Riley Fuller, Blaine Younce, and a couple of cars there on the front stretch. Here they come out of turn number 3. Ron Hill takes them high, brings it low. Green flag is out, and we're back underway. Great restart for Ron Hill. Cody King right there with them. And Matthew Matsukovich in the 16 car. Younce going a little high, little contact there, going a little high. Albert Curtis, little wobble coming out of turn number 2, able to keep it going in the 10 car. Riley Fuller with a march with Blaine Younce right in front of her. Fuller trying to make it through the pack with 4 laps down and a spin down in turn number 4. Riley Fuller went on again. A lot of hungry drivers behind him trying to get their victory here tonight and head to McCarthy Auto Group Winner's Circle here tonight at I-35 Speedway. Looks like we're going to go green-white checker finish due to the time. Here we go. Coming out of turn number 4, Ron Hill, the Monkey Man. Matthew Matsukovich, the inside. Hill going a little slower. Matsukovich, 3 wide. Battle. We got a spin. Albert Curtis down in turn number 2. Able to keep it going. Cody King right in the back of Ron Hill. Here comes Matsukovich side by side for the lead. White flag. 1 more lap to go. Ron Hill. 51 spins. We're still going green. Here we come. Down the backstretch, Ron Hill, Matthew Matsukovich, Cody King, 3-way battle for the lead. Out of turn number 4, Matsukovich slow, Ron Hill, who will it be? Ron Hill, Matsukovich, and Cody King, 1, 2, 3 at the line. Checkered flag's already out. These guys want to race a few more times around, but it's going to be Ron Hill again, followed by plays out in the number 71 cars. Jeff wings it out at turn number 4, looking for the green flag with Alex Davis to his right. Green flag is out, and the race is on. Jeff with a great start as they come down to the start-finish line and into turn number 1. Barb with a great start. Running down into backstretch with a big lead as he takes about a 3 or 4 car length lead. The 51 car, Mark Billings making a move to the inside in the second spot. Makes a slide job, moves up in a second. Here comes Bobby Lane. 42 car of Alex Davis running that group with the 51 car moving into that second position. Mark Billings, Bobby Lane now up into the third spot as he comes down into turn number 3. Out of turn number 4. Still Jeff Bard showing the way in the 71. Mark Billings, Bobby Lane, a close battle. Here comes Kyle Lewis in the number 2 car, right behind Bobby Lane in 4th. Kyle Lewis trying to make a move up into that top 3. He's got Bobby Lane in front of him. Jeff Bard still showing the way. The 51 of Mark Billings behind him. Here comes Billings with some pressure on Bard as they come down into turn number 2. Down the backstretch again, Billings putting some heavy pressure on Bard as they come out of turn 4. Bard taking it way low as they come out of 4. Billings to the outside, side by side for the lead. The battle continues out of turn number 2. Bard still showing the way. Here goes Bard to the outside. Bard makes a big move. He gets the pass. Move Mark Billings up into the lead. He gets a pass on Bard. Here comes Bobby Lane as well. Bobby Lane looking for that pass on the 71 now of Jeff Bard. He can't let that 51 get too far out of Mark Billings. Kyle Lewis right there with him as well in the 4th position in the 2 car. Meanwhile, Mark Billings lead. Here comes that 3-way battle for second going into 1. Kyle Lewis with a big move on the inside goes up into 2nd position. Wow, what a move. Bobby Lane now in 3rd. Move Jeff Bard back to the 4th position. Meanwhile, Mark Billings showing the way. Kyle Lewis has got a lot of ground to make up, but he is a man on a mission. Bobby Lane now about 2 or 3 car lengths back, but your leader, here he comes, Mark Billings out of turn number 4. Kyle Lewis trying his best to catch up in that 2nd position. Bobby Lane and Jeff Bard, 1, 2, 3, 4 as they cross the line. Quickly, 8 laps down with 4 remaining. Mark Billings still showing the way up front. Comes very high to turn number 4. Bobby Lane and Kyle Lewis doing everything they can to catch up. Here goes Bobby Lane inside of Kyle Lewis. Can't make the pass for second. Bobby Lane and Kyle Lewis, a great battle. The leader will be in lap traffic here in about a lap or so. Again, Bobby Lane with Kyle Lewis right behind him. Bobby Lane putting some pressure on Kyle Lewis as they come down out of 4. Leader in lap traffic as Mark Billings tries to thread the needle down, coming out down the backstretch into turn number 3. Kyle Lewis pulls away from Bobby Lane by about 2 or 3 car lengths. Lane getting a good move there on the inside. Billings clears Tim Davis. He's got a couple of more cars in front of him. White flag is out. Here comes the checkered flag. Coming out of turn number 4. Here he comes, the number 51 of Mark Billings, who gets the win. Followed by Kyle Lewis and Bobby Lane. Jeff Bard will come home fourth as they come by the start-finish line. How about a big hand for the driver from Kansas City, Missouri, the driver in the number 51 car, Mark Billings. On row number 1. Eddie Schroep Jr., Mike Taylor Jr., Bobby Penny, but a lot of experience up there at the front of the pack. Here we go. Green flag is out, and we are underway. Again, Cordray with a nice jump to the inside. Here comes Shoot to his outside. Side by side to the lead out of turn number 1. Cordray able to make the move in front of Shoot. Shoot back to the outside as again these two side by side for the lead out of turn number 4. 09, very slow. Alan Anders on the backstretch. He'll throw the caution flag for Alan Anders. In a bad spot there on Shoot. Cordray and the rest of the group there, King. Here we go. Out of turn number 3 out of 4. The green flag is out and we are underway.
66 passes before the count, guys.
Shoot trying to move up. Here they come. Out. Shoot with the lead, and everybody coming through that turn. Everybody through 2. Everybody coming out through turn number 3. Good battle in the middle of the field. 3-way battle back in that group as they come down and complete lap number 1. It's going to be Todd Shoot. He'll lead the lap. Cordray moves to the high side, trying to get momentum, but it's Shoot showing the way by about 6 car lengths as he goes down into turn number 3. Cordray trying his best to catch up, but Shoot is very quick going down the front stretch. Mike Taylor Jr. in the 11T holding on to 3rd so far. Houston Johnson trying to move up. Eddie Schroep Jr. to his outside down the backstretch and a spin in turn number 1 with a car with a banking as well. It's like a car with a banking in turn number. Lights go out around the track. Next time by Green Flag Racing. We have 2 laps in, 8 to go. Todd Shoot in the 5T car. Tommy Cordray right behind him. Mike Taylor Jr. in 3rd. Houston Johnson, Eddie Schroep Jr. Green flag is out and the race is underway. And a spin down in turn number 1 or turn number 4. Able to keep it going. Green flag stays out. We're Green Flag Racing. Here comes the 5 of Cordray looking for a move on Shoot as they come out of 4. Heavy pressure for the lead as they go down into turn number 1. Shoot in the middle line. Cordray taking the low line. Again, some heavy pressure for the lead as they come down the backstretch. Shoot and Cordray 1-2 and a breakaway with the top 2 drivers as they come out of turn number 4. Penny trying to move up into the 3rd position, goes inside of the 11. Mike Taylor Jr. Penny to the inside of Mike Taylor Jr. Side-by-side battle for 3rd. Here comes Penny. Move him up into position number 3. Meanwhile, Cordray with a move to the inside on Shoot. Run for the lead, and again, Shoot shuts the door. Halfway home. 5 down, 5 to go. Mike Taylor Jr. trying to make the move at Penny in a good solid position up into that 3rd place spot. Meanwhile, that battle for the lead continues to rage on. We'll see if Cordray is sizing up Shoot for the pass. Moves to the inside line as the 66 car moves off on the backstretch. Here comes Cordray again to the inside of Shoot out of turn number 4. Can't make the pass this time by. 7 laps down with 3 to go. 2 laps to go next time by.
No, it's not white flag this time, is it?
This is lap 8. This is lap 8.
Lap 8, lap 8, lap 8.
Yeah, I got.
Here they come around the corner. Here comes Cordray to the inside of Shoot. Can't make the pass. Cordray and Shoot still nose to tail as they go into 3. They'll get the white flag this time by. White flag for your leader. Boom, there he comes. It's going to be Shoot and Cordray in a big race. They may have some lap traffic coming up. Here comes Cordray to the inside. Last lap. Here they come, side by side for the lead down the backstretch. Shoot and Cordray. Cordray to the inside, shoot to the outside. Who will it be as they come to the line? Side by side, it's going to be Cordray. Tommy Cordray noses out. Todd shoot for the win. Wow, what a race that was. How about a big... Here they come out of 3, out of turn number 4, looking for the green flag. The green flag is out and the race is on. David Miller with a big lead there, coming down out of turn number 1 into turn number 2. Mick right there with them. Willard right there as well. Willard to the inside, racing next to Mick. Here comes McCauley in the 19 car as well. Lap number 1, and it's going to be David Miller by a nose, but several cars right around him, including Willard right behind him. Here comes Mick to the outside in the 31 car. Three-way battle for the lead coming out of turn number 2. Mick again to the outside, and he goes the very high side. May lose a position or so, as now it looks like, no, they're still side by side for second. David Miller the third, liking what he sees in that mirror. He's got those 2 cars working behind him. Now everybody knows the tail for first, second, and third as they go down into turn number 3. Watch McCauley in that 19 car, always quick here at I-35 Speedway. A couple of feature victory wins, as it now looks like Franklin Reed may have pulled off the track there. Coming off of turn number 4, a car to the high side off turn number 4 is pulled to a stop. Now back down to the inside of the track, able to clear the speedway. Actually, it looks like Chris Lewis. Side by side for the lead, and here comes Willard, who will lead the next lap on lap number 3. Willard to the inside of David Miller, the third, gets the lead on lap 3 at the start-finish line coming out of turn number 4. Miller trying to close up. Joseph Mick back in third, McCauley in fourth. Miller looks to the inside, but boy, Willard is on a rail as he goes out of turn number 2. Willard now a 3-car length lead. Miller trying to close up on him. Has got about 3 car lengths behind Willard as they come out of turn number 4. 5 laps down with 5 to go. Now 6, 4 laps remaining. Willard throws up some dust as he goes the very inside of the track near the apron down into turn number 1. Powder puffs everybody's face as they come down out of turn number 1, including David Miller, the third, back in the second spot. McCauley now looking to the inside of Mick. Can't make the pass, goes back and drifts to the high side. McCauley in fourth, Mick in third. Those two battling back and forth. So far now this field kind of spreading out a little bit as John Willard still showing the way with David Miller the third, Joseph Mick, and Richard McCauley 1, 2, 3, 4 at the line. 2 laps remaining. John Willard looking for his 5th feature victory this year here at I-35 Speedway. Gets the white flag this time by. Franklin Reed right in front of him, moves to the inside of Reed, able to clear Reed here down out of turn number 2. Continues looking for the checkered flag next time by. David Miller the third, now a distant second as here comes Willard. He'll claim win number 5 in the half-crazy Batmobile. John Willard gets the win, followed by David Miller the third. Joseph Mick raises his hand out the window, and it's going to be Richard McCauley just behind him in fourth. How about a big